Modals of certainty for the past. Modals are words like must, might, may, could, and we can use these to show how sure we are or aren't about something that happened in the past. Let's look at how they work. If we are 100% sure of something, we don't use a modal. We say, Renee was sick yesterday. Dave had a car accident. Larry fell down the stairs. But if we are not 100% sure about something that happened in the past, we can put a modal in our sentence, and we're going to change the grammar a little bit. So we can say something like, Renee must have been sick yesterday. So I would say this if I am not sure that Renee was sick, but I'm taking the information I know and I'm making a good guess. For example, Renee comes to class every day. She's never absent, but yesterday in the morning she looked like she had a headache. And then in the evening she didn't come to class. So I think she must have been sick. Notice the construction here. I said must have been. So I'm going to use must have and then the past participle of the verb be. Must have been. Renee must have been sick. Now about the pronunciation, listen to how I say it quickly. Renee must have been sick. I'm going to use this contraction, must have. And it sounds like must have. Renee must have been sick. I use this when I'm taking the information and I'm making a very strong guess about what happened. Let's look at a couple more examples. Dave must have had a car accident. I can see a big dent in his car. This is an area that is not flat, and the headlights are smashed. Dave must have had a car accident. Must have had. I'm using must, have, and the past participle of have, which is had. Must have had. Or example number 3. Larry must have fallen down the stairs. I see Larry at the bottom of the stairs. He looks hurt. What happened? I'm making a guess. He must have fallen down the stairs. Must have fallen. I'm going to use must, have, and the past participle of fall, which is fallen. And that fall must have hurt. Remember that hurt can also be a verb. So must have hurt. Hurt is another irregular verb, and the past participle of hurt is also hurt. That must have hurt. So we use must have and the past participle when we're very sure, not 100%, but we're very sure about something, or we're making a very strong guess about something that happened in the past. If we are not sure at all and we're making some guesses, we have different words we can use. We can say may have, might have, and could have. For example, why was Renee sick? I don't know. She could have eaten something bad. She could have caught a cold from her friend. Or what happened with Dave's car? I don't know. He might have hit a tree. Or with Larry, how did he fall down the stairs? I don't know. He may have slipped. Someone could have pushed him. So remember, we're using our different modals, may, might, could, and we're using have for all of them, and then the past participle of our verb. A lot of students ask, can I just use maybe? Yes, you can use maybe, and the structure is a little different. You will write maybe at the beginning of your phrase, and then you will make a normal sentence in the past. For example, maybe he slipped. Maybe she ate some bad food. Or maybe he hit a tree. That's a different way that you can express the same idea. So again, these are examples in affirmative. When we're really sure, well, as sure as we can be without having the facts, we're going to use must have and past participle. When we're not sure, we will use may have, might have, or could have. And now let's look at some examples in the negative. So we're using the same modals mostly when we're talking about negative, and we'll make a couple of changes. When we're feeling pretty confident about something, negative, we can use can't have and couldn't have. For example, wow, Dave can't have been happy about that car accident. He couldn't have been happy when he received the bill for those repairs. We can also use must not have when we're making a logical conclusion. For example, I said hi to Wendy and she didn't respond. She must not have heard me. Here with must not have, we're going to write out the full form, no contractions. So again, when we are not sure about something, we can go ahead and use might not have and may not have for our negatives. For example, I wrote an email to Kathy. She hasn't responded. She might not have checked her email yet. She may not have come to work yet. So when we're guessing about our past situations, we can use a modal, have, and then we're going to use past participle. In affirmative, when we're very sure, we're going to use must, have, and past participle. When we're offering ideas, we will use might have, may have, could have. In the negative, when we feel like we're making a strong guess, assumption, we can use couldn't have, can't have. We're also making a strong logical conclusion, must not have. When we're making a guess, we can say might not have or may not have. After all of these, we'll use past participle. So there you have it, modals for certainty in the past. Thanks for watching.